Hello there, welcome back to the channel. So as you can see, today we're going to play SnowRunner again. We're going to continue where we left off on our tutorial. So we're going to go ahead and click continue. You see on the menu there's an option for co-op. We may jump into that a little bit here later on after we've gotten through the initial tutorial and maybe done some map exploration on solo mode here. But as you see, we're going back to Black River, Michigan to finish off what we started, hopefully. Alright. Thought I left my headlights on for a second. It's that street light up there. So as you can see, we're going to pick up right where we left off. The last time on episode 1, we built this bridge over here. We hauled all the supplies and somebody else built it. We didn't do any building. I believe it told us to go across the bridge and look for the garage, and based on that little instruction on the corner of the screen there, I'd say that's exactly what it wants me to do. Go get to the garage. Find the garage. Here I believe we probably have a couple of options. We can either continue driving the big flatbed GMC here and go hunt for the garage, but now given this is a highway truck and we have a scout truck, I'm going to use our map button here and find my Chevy pickup, and we're going to drive our scout truck. We're going to go look for the garage. We're going to scout for the garage in the scout vehicle. Makes sense. I almost forgot we left this thing over here in the trailer park. I wanted to experiment before we leave. I'm gonna see if we can pull these things, see if we can hook up to one of these. I doubt it. The residents might be a little unhappy if we did. No suitable trailers to attach. So yeah, I was right. My theory was right. They didn't let us drag somebody's house away, unfortunately. Be a lot cooler if they did. Alright, so if I remember right, we're over here by the lumber mill. So we need to head out of the lumber mill and head down here where we left our big truck at. Right there's where we left our big truck at. Then we need to cross the bridge and zoom out. Looks like we got a power pole here. I don't think that's where they want us to go. I'm sure they want us to go off into the darkness. Well, there's the garage. I don't honestly know which one of these roads is going to be the best way. It actually looks a little closer to this road, but that power pole's there, so I think we're gonna take the south way and hope for the best. So we need to hang a right out here by the lumber mill, follow it to the paved road, and then we know where we are from there. We ran this road a couple times, so we know exactly where we are. Headlights. Got to remember how to do that. It's a little different than it was on MudRunner. I did play with the settings a little bit while after I finished the last episode, before I started this one. I did play with settings a little bit. I've turned the music down a little bit, changed a couple of little things here and there on the settings. It looks like in the control settings you can actually set the controls up on this to operate exactly as MudRunner did, with a button scheme being what you're used to if you're a veteran MudRunner player on console. Obviously even more so if you're a veteran Spin Tires player on PC, but I don't know how the controls on your PC would orient to the controls on this, as I've never played it on PC. But if you ever played MudRunner, or if you played a lot of MudRunner in some of our case on console, your controls on this can be set to mimic that. I did not do that yet. I figured I'd finish the tutorial first and see what the game has in store for me, because I don't want the game telling me to push X and then I really need to push Y. So I left the controls alone for now. Once we finish the tutorial, I will most likely myself switch the controls to the old scheme, because there are a couple things about the new scheme that are taking a little bit of time and honestly giving me a little bit of trouble getting used to. I'll say this thing's doing alright for keeping it in two-wheel drive right now. Kind of excited to find the garage and see what we can do once we get there, and see what the game has in store. Maybe we'll find some snow on the other side of the bridge. After all, we are in Michigan. Or maybe we get on the other side of the bridge and we get under that dark, where the map's still not cleared, and maybe we'll find a little bit of snow over there somewhere. Not bad, through the creek in two-wheel drive. Not even in low range. Not bad at all. I see our bridge off in the distance over there. The render distance is much improved, I must say. I see a power pole towers way off into the distance, much further than anything you could ever see on Mud Runner. Everything in Mud Runner, as you remember, was kind of in a hazy cloud pretty much all the time. That bridge would be about as far as you could see in Mud Runner. And we can clearly see way past that. I should probably not drive off the side of the rock here. Probably pay a little more attention to where I'm going and a little less attention to the bridge. Alright, we made our way to the road. Make our way down here to the bridge now and cross it. We'll find out what we got in store down here. If we go straight, of course, you'll remember that's where we started out on the map, where they put us when we spawned in initially. There's my big truck. I sure wish I could put this in the back of that flatbed there. Probably find a way to do that later on in the game. Put this thing in the back of that flatbed and carry it around. That'll be something I'll have to try to remember, maybe experiment around with. On Mud Runner, there's a lot of postings in the Facebook groups of very, very humorous loads. Semis on top of semis, trailers on top of trailers, upside down semis on top of semis, all kinds of things. You name it, somebody's attempted to put it on a truck on Mud Runner. I can only wait. I can hardly wait, honestly. You know, there was a sign back here I should have read. Oh well. Because I believe, yeah, we're headed down into the... Now, do I want to head further south? There's a watchtower. It might clear things up a little bit. So do we want to head further south to that watchtower, or do we want to head down the center road right here and go into the darkness this way? We'll go down here for a watchtower. That sure seems to go the opposite direction of the garage. So I think I'm going to take the center road, which I'm going to stay on the road that we're currently on. See where it ends up at. This road off to the right here that heads to the south, it looks like it goes not just a little bit, it looks like it goes dramatically the wrong way. I know how Mud Runner, and more than likely SnowRunner here, is very, very good at winding roads around and making you feel like a road goes the wrong way when it winds around and goes exactly where you need it. But looking at the direction that goes, I don't think that'll be the case here. Uh-oh. Another pretty deep rut that we found ourselves in. Look at that. throw her in four-wheel drive then. And just like in the mud on the first video there, when we took that detour and we got a little bit buried in the rear axle, as soon as you put this thing in four-wheel drive, it just pulls right out. No arguments, no issues. Let's drive from in-car here. This is a very realistic, very detailed interior. I haven't looked at the interior yet. Look at that dash. That is legit. I've got 2 of these trucks and I've had 4 of them, and this interior is legit, like right down to the equalizer and the radio, the 2-part radio, right down to that. This is very accurate. This must be an SS. It's got a split bench. most of the trucks of this era had a one-piece bench, not a split bench. I believe it was an option, but the SS had a split bench in red, not blue. Maybe this farmer here, or whatever he is, logger, farmer, whatever this guy is, truck driver, maybe he bought him a seat out of an SS and reupholstered it, put it in his step side. I do like this interior. It's very detailed. I do like this paved road too. What's that over there? What is that? Is that a pickup? Huh. It's to the left. Oh, I see it right there. I see it. Right in the middle of what looks like a pond, perhaps, or a marsh or something. It looks like there's definitely water here. It looks like there's a lot of water right there around where that pickup's at. I don't think I'm gonna. Man, that might be a vehicle to unlock. I don't think I want to risk it right now, though. Given this thing is still stock and it seems to have open differentials, and I'm not really entirely sure what kind of tires they put on this thing. It seems to do quite well in the mud, but I don't want to get myself into something I can't get out of. Not just yet. Not until we've got a little bit of money and bought us another suitable vehicle to get this thing out. I mean, you know, if we were to bury this thing in that marsh over there, the 2-wheel drive flatbed is certainly not going to be able to come rescue it. Let me know in the comments too what you prefer to see. Do you prefer to see first person driving, or do you prefer to see third person view? What is this over here? Whatever you prefer. I prefer third person myself because I like to watch the wheels spin and the mud get thrown, and I like watching the truck get nasty and just bouncing all over the road, and I personally enjoy the third person. But let me know what you want to see. What is this? It's a cow. Must be a ranch. There's a cow. Silos, barns. Yeah, it's definitely a ranch. Okay. So that's pretty cool. Let's stop here and see. Where is there's our garage. Maybe we need to turn here, perhaps? This road right here looks like it might take us right where we need to go. Bloop. So maybe we need to get up here past these rocks and make a left, it seems. Oops. I think I'm going to do exactly that. I'm going to get past these rocks right here and make a left. Try to find that garage. When it does that, when the camera jumps up because there's a rock where you're trying to have your camera. Water over road. We've already seen that sign before, and the water wasn't bad. Oh, this road. Huh. This is a 50-50 shot because that road curves It looks like that curves to the left, and it looks like that curves to the right. So we kind of got a 50-50 shot which road is going to take us to the garage. Oh, look at that, it's uncovered a little bit more of the cloud now. I think it did. It's tough to say, guys. What do you think? You think we should go to the left or the right? To the left looks like some little water spots, but it sure looks like, well, both of them. This one here where it curves, and it's pointing straight toward the garage too, right there. Like both of these roads are pointing straight to the garage. What do you guys think? I think I'm going to go to the right because it was wider, and I see pavement on the other side of this water. I don't see any pavement over here. Given that this truck is still stock, I'd rather stick to the pavement if I can. So I think I'm going to go over here and hope that it made it that easy. Maybe they made it that easy, maybe they tricked me. We'll find out in a minute. I see another windmill. I see some buildings. I see, what is it? I see something. Oh, I see a truck. I see a truck by that building. I see it. You see it shadowed in out there, way off of there, by the big truck service. Truck services. So maybe this is a service, like a repair shop. Let's go in and find out, I guess. Oh, look at that. It's our garage. Yeah, we're definitely going to go in and find out. Because we just found out. Okay, look at that. There's some trailers over there. C5G? C's? G's. Those are G's. Oh, there we go. Garage discovered. You have discovered your first garage. What you have done so far is the meat of the game. Explore and discover watchtowers, complete contracts to earn rewards, and find garages to improve or buy new vehicles. So there we go. Improve. I like the sound of that. Now let's get inside. Alright, before we do, I want to check these trailers over here. I'm interested in these right here. What's going on with this? To attach a trailer, yeah. You've already told me this multiple times. There's got to be a setting to turn that off. I meant to look for that. I'm sorry I didn't. I'll try to remember to look for that before the next video and try to turn that off where it tells me every single time how to hook to a trailer. We got something here with a soft side trailer of some sort. It's got the pivoting axle in the very front there, so the old standard pintle hookup. And we got what? Maybe a utility trailer. Yep, service trailer. There it says it, service trailer. So we got a utility trailer, service trailer. So it's given us quite a bit of stuff that we don't have to buy. So that's nice. And we got us a trailer. We're getting points. Look at that. We're getting experience points every time we drive by one of these too. This is a trailer store here. You can buy and sell the trailers you need to transport any cargo. Alright, thank you for that. This one's got some more of the square beams on it. Some steel beams on this trailer. So, that's interesting. Not only is it giving us a trailer, it's giving us a loaded trailer. I'm guessing this yellow square here is the trailer store it was talking about. Yep, trailer store. Well, we're over here, right? So why not? Let's kill the engine and let's check out the trailer store. Alright, we got a flatbed. Ooh. That's a high boy flatbed, ain't it? That's a high-bodied flatbed. That's definitely not for hauling another vehicle on. There's no ramps, unless there's some pull-out ramps like your standard trailer has. Like, your trailer you'd buy to pull behind your real pickup truck. Oh, look at that. We can get a fuel trailer. 900 liters, 3,800 bucks. That's a pretty good capacity trailer for its physical size. That's a pretty good capacity, 900 liters. That would fill this truck up, what, 11 times? So that may be useful, but it's 3,800 bucks, and That's half my money, so we're not going to buy anything right now. Oh, and then a small Scout flatbed. So we've got a big flatbed and a little single axle, like a little utility trailer. Maybe we can haul somebody's lawnmower for them. So I was right about things being a bit pricey when they gave us a lot of money for one mission. Things are a little bit pricey, so probably a good idea to be careful how we spend that money. Let's not buy a trailer for now. So we'll go on over here. Before we go in the garage, I'm going to do one more thing. I'm gonna hop in this truck right here, because it appears we found our first truck. I guess second truck. Gave us the GMC as part of the tutorial. Upgrade location discovered. Alright. So that's an interesting thing. We got an upgrade. Get upgrade. Engageable all-wheel drive. Not available for current truck. An all-wheel drive powertrain that can help provide torque to all connected wheels on demand. Such items can be equipped via customization menu in the garage. And the tutorial popped up and said something, and I completely overlooked it. Show truck lists. Available for the trucks below. Fleetstar F207A. We don't have that, but I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that's what this guy is. So change trucks, Fleetstar F207A. So let's get in this thing. Out of fuel. Oh, and look, everything's red down there in the corner. Tires, are they flat? Oh, they are physically flat. Would you look at the detail on this game? The tires are actually flat. Look at that. All freaking 10 of them. So that's entertaining. All right. So, show damage. Oh, did you look at that? That is a very, very nice interface. The quantity of red is not nice, you know, in this particular truck. But that is a very nice interface. Like, you don't just have damage like on Mud Runner. You have damage on each individual component. Suspension, 140. Fuel tank 50, wheel 50, wheel 50, gearbox 180, engine 160. So that is a very, very cool interface. So I guess we're going to get back in our Scout truck here. And I guess we'll do what we were told and go in the garage. Garage discovered. Get to the garage. You can use the garage to turn your truck into a real monster. Boy, I hope so. The local swamps will be your new stomping ground. When you're ready, take on a contract and get yourself out there. Rewards, we got 200 experience points, whatever the stars, I think it was experience points. Got 200 of those just for driving to the garage, and they gave us 850 bucks for finding our garage. Ain't that nice of them? Go to garage. So here we are. Ooh, we got achievement unlocked. Activate all main tutorial hints at least once. So all the main hints have unlocked apparently. So maybe the tutorial is over at this point. The garage is used to store, upgrade, customize, buy, and sell vehicles, but also for traveling to other regions. All right. You'll have to find a garage in the location to unlock and use it. Not every location has a garage in it, so be sure to keep in mind where your closest garage is. Well, I'm sitting in it, so that's easy. Okay. You don't have to complete everything in your current location before moving on to the next. Some interesting trucks or resources can only be found in other locations and regions, so let's do some traveling. Prepare your truck for transportation by using the retain function with the X button. Alright. I want to, okay, X button. Your vehicle is now placed in the truck. So I place my truck in the truck. That seems a little sketchy. Oh, the truck storage. Probably should finish the sentence, huh, guys? You are ready to travel. Go to the global map with Y. Global map. As you can see, you are currently in Michigan. I've known that for a couple days. Let's go visit Alaska. Switch the regions by pressing right button. Okay, press right button and there's Alaska. Okay, Northport. Is that all? I can't look at the others, I guess. We got Mountain River, Pedro Bay, and White Valley, but I can't even highlight those. I can only highlight Northport. And it says garage opened. So you have access to one of the locations here. Let's go there and take a look. And in Tamir, there is also a garage open. Would you look at that? Alright. And there's, what is it? Drowned Lands. That seems wet. The Quarry. That seems rocky. And Zimmergorsk. Zimnogorsk. Yeah, somebody tell me how to pronounce that. And those are obviously locked, so it wants us to go to Alaska. So let's go to Alaska. You have a garage waiting for you here. This is your primary base of operations for the time being. Let's get inside. Select the garage in the Objects tab. Okay, and enter it. Okay, oh, looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4 watchtowers, a service hub, and a garage. Select the garage, A to enter, and we enter the garage. Let's see how it looks. There are about 15.5 million active trucks in the United States trucking industry. All right, well, what about around the world? There aren't that many accidents involving trucks, only 500,000 of them each year, compared to cars, which cause 5.25 million accidents. Here we go. We're in the garage. It looks exactly the same. Empty slot. It is empty because your vehicle is still in storage. Go to the truck storage to see how it works. Alright, truck storage. Oh, that's the truck store. As you can see, there's no edge. I'm guessing trucks. Just plain and simple trucks must be the truck storage. There it is. There's my truck. Alright. You can now deploy your retained vehicle from the storage. Alright, there's my Chevy, and there, okay, I forgot about the Navistar, the pre-order truck. I was wondering when that was going to come into play, so it's hanging out in my truck storage, apparently. Initially designed as a heavy equipment transport to be deployed in the Middle East. Nice. The Navistar 5000 MV is an outstandingly beefy tractor outfitted with a military-grade all-wheel drive system, allowing it to haul impressively heavy loads and venture into moderately off-road environments with relative ease. However, due to certain structural quirks, that don't sound good, it cannot be differential lock enabled, somewhat limiting its off-road performance. So we cannot diff lock this truck either. What about this? All-wheel drive switchable diff lock. It says capable. An American pickup from the late 80s. This vehicle is utility to the core, but versatile enough to do almost any job. We'll see about that. It roars like a train and guzzles gas. I have to disagree. My 1990, mind you, two-wheel drive gets very, very good fuel economy, but makes up for it with off-road ability. The CK1500 can haul loads and pull itself out of trouble, making it a great scout for the backwoods. Alright, we're going to select that truck. Your vehicle has been deployed. Now let's leave the garage and go explore Alaska. Oh boy, I think we found our snow, guys. I do believe we're about to find our snow. Leave garage. I want to play around in the other menus so bad, but I'm trying to follow the instructions here. Welcome to Alaska. Now you know the basics of the game. It's up to you to scout, accept contracts, upgrade or buy new vehicles, and conquer the wilderness. Completing contracts in Alaska might be tougher because of the weather. You think I'm sitting on a sheet of ice. If you want to be more prepared, you're free to come back to Michigan and explore Alaska later. Oh man, I kind of want to do both. I really want to check out this new snow aspect, but I'm a little concerned that the truck won't be able to. Don't forget to scout uncharted areas, discover watchtowers, and run contracts from the map menu. Okay. Wow, would you look at the snow. Look at that. Garage. Exit. It says exit, keep clear, and I'm sitting sideways in front of all three doors, so I really paid attention to the directions there. Oh look, my pickup bed's got snow in it. My truck's got like snow on the little side steps and stuff. That's a pretty good detail. I'm enjoying that. Looks like there's a trailer over here. I see a trailer store that keeps popping up over there. It looks like there's a trailer over there next to the little oil containers. It looks like storage. Let's drive over here. That seems to drive okay on the ice. Didn't seem to spin the tires too aggressively. Yep, there's a trailer over here. New trailer discovered. That's a flatbed trailer. I don't think it's new unless it's like just talking about because we found another one that looks just like the trailer that is sitting by our other garage. It's just the other one has pipes on it. So maybe you get 30 points every time you find even duplicate trailers, I suppose. That ought to give us a lot of points. We ought to level up relatively quickly. Level 2, 490 out of 1,000 stars. So, we'll probably get more into the stats pages later. Let's go out here and have a look at the road, shall we? Alright, I better pay more attention to the signs. I've gotten lucky so far. Brakes work quite well. What does that say? Port and tunnel. Oh, tunnel. I hear somebody playing music. I don't know. It must be somebody living in the woods over there because I heard music coming from somewhere. Wonder how far it is to the tunnel, or if we're about to do something really stupid. What is that? The Alaskan pipeline? Oh boy, she does like to slide. She definitely likes to slide sideways. Yeah, that looks like the pipeline. So the oil pipelines are here. That's... Oh boy, if that's as far as I can go in two-wheel drive, I'm gonna put it in four-wheel drive, but I'm a little nervous about proceeding. I think tell you what, we're gonna go back to the garage. We'll deal with Alaska later. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves because there is so much that we probably need to see in Michigan that I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. So let's go back to Michigan and let's hit the garage and let's check out the upgrades. That's a thing that I've been dying to see for about the last 6 months now. So we're going to go into our garage. Okay, so to go back to Michigan, we're going to retain the truck with X. Now the truck's gone. You see that? Empty slot. Oh, there's more. There's more slots. Look at that. There's 6 slots in the garage. So that's cool. There's six spots. I like that. Alright, so we retained our truck. We're going to hit global map with Y. We're going to go back to Michigan. On the objects tab, we're going to hit garage entrance and hit A again, and that should put us in our garage right back where we were. Let's have a look and see. Alexander Winton invented the semi-trailer in Cleveland in 1898. That may be a interesting thing to research and read about how and why he invented the semi-trailer. 1898. Alright, so we're back presumably in Michigan. We're going to hit trucks. We're going to collect our truck and exit that thing. There we go. We have our truck back. Where are we? We are in Michigan, right? Yes, Black River, Michigan. Look at that. We've got our, what does this say? More motel woes. What is the fuel station got arrows on it for? Is there a reason the fuel station had arrows, I wonder? Interesting. So, we're going to exit the map right now. We're going to do what I've been dying to do, and probably many other players have as well. We're going to check out the customization menu. Upgrades and customization. This is the upgrades and customization menu. Here you can buy, sell, and equip different vehicle parts and upgrades, and I didn't get to read all that. I think we get the gist of it though. Alright, so engine, AAT 6 valve 4.0. That's an interesting choice. The engine is the heart of your vehicle. The main characteristic of any engine is power. Yeah, okay. Powerful engines will provide you with sufficient speed and may help with traveling tricky off-road terrain. Fuel consumption is also affected by your chosen engine, clearly. More powerful engines generally consume more fuel. That's kind of how the world works. Unless you go from a weak engine from 1975 to a powerful engine of today's generation, in which case you get more power and fuel economy. Part integrity affects how much punishment the part may take before going out of order. Alright. 4 liter, huh? I mean, what? 4.4 liter, a 5.0 liter, and a 8 valve 5.2 custom. Or is that a V8 and they just got it backwards? V6, V6, V8. But that wouldn't make no sense because these engines are definitely nothing even remotely realistic to a Chevy. Realism, the engine in the truck would be a 4.3 liter V6 with an optional 305 or 350, and this is a half ton. In a 3/4 ton, an optional 7.4 or 6.5 diesel in 1988 or 89, which is what this truck would be from. So the engine choices are not nearly as accurate as I would like to see, and honestly, if this was a 1990, which it's not, wrong headlights, but if it was a 1990, you could even get a 454 SS, just not in 4-wheel drive. Alright, so I would love the engine options to have been more accurate, but it'll do, and you can see the statistics down there under where the truck's name, Chevy CK1500. You can see the statistics change as you change engines, so it kind of tells you what's going to happen. Well, it looks like the only one that changes fuel economy is the very last one. But the power goes up with every option. B minus, A minus, and C plus for the engine that's in it. So apparently it has absolutely horrible power. I didn't really gather that from just driving it around, but we haven't hooked a load to it yet either, so we'll see. Alright, gearbox, stock, freeway, and advanced gearbox, sporting many functional improvements over regular variants such as high gear count and top speed. Interesting. And an added high gear at the cost of lower reliability. I wonder why it would be less reliable. That's interesting. Oh, I just realized you got to explore Michigan to unlock this item. What were the engines? Explore Michigan to unlock this item. So that's interesting. We got the SnowRunner gearbox, which increases durability dramatically. Doesn't seem to affect any other statistics. Suspension, stock suspension. Oh, man, that's nice. That's got to be a 6-inch lift kit. That's very nice. That's got to be 6 to 8 inches. So that's impressive. I like that. It's not It's not like some games where your lift kit or your suspension change gives you an inch or so. That's a noticeable difference. Explore Michigan to find this item. So I'm guessing I have to do missions to unlock these. Oh, there we go. We can buy tires. Highway tires, 31-inch HS1, HS2, and HS3. I don't, other than visual cues, I don't see any difference between these. They got different tread patterns and such. 35-inch. So that's nice. All-terrain. Oh, there we go. The stats go up good. The stats not under the truck stats, but like above the CK1500 where it's wheel performance. They change pretty good with the all-terrain. On-road goes from excellent to just average. Off-road goes from average to good, and mud goes from poor to average. So the tires we're currently using say poor in the mud, and the truck did pretty good in the mud. So that's a thing that I'm already happy with. BF Goodrich all-terrain. That is nice. I love BF Goodrich. So that is a really nice thing to see in this game. Oh, they even have a better stat than the other counterpart, if you will, the other 31-inch counterpart. Oh, wow, and that one goes back down too. So that's actually the better of the 31. That's 35s. Yeah. 38s, but it says please install appropriate suspension. So we don't have enough suspension for these. What can we put on? Looks like the highest, yeah, because everything else is locked. So the biggest we can put on is 31s right now without suspension, no biggie. Off-road 31-inch tires. Reach level 4 to unlock. 4,210 stars left. So we can't buy these big old honking mudslingers yet. We have to unlock them. Now that one only says please install appropriate suspension, but I would imagine if 31 is rank 4 that these are as well. So I don't think suspension would get us there quite yet. I honestly don't know which ones look like they'll do better in mud. The ones labeled mud or the ones labeled off-road. They both have a nice aggressive pattern, but I almost like the off-road pattern more. Like if I was putting them on my real truck, these look a lot like a Super Swamper. If I was putting them on my real truck, I would put probably these right here on, because these look very, very akin to Super Swampers, and we all know what Super Swampers are capable of. Of course, these may be something similar to a modern pattern Super Swamper. I like that they have a lot of side bite. If you'll see from the angle, the tread sticks out way past the sidewall of the tire. That gives you a lot of additional bite in the mud, so I like that better. These do not have that, so these may actually be better. The tread pattern on these and the side bite and everything does tell me that these may be a really good tire in the mud. So chained, look at that, chained up. BF Goodriches with chains on them. Nice. That's what level do we need for that? Level 10. So we won't be going to Alaska for a while, guys. We need level 10 to buy chains, snow chains. Probably won't be in Alaska for a little bit then. Winch upgrades. Now that's something I was really hoping for. Got our stock winch. Extended winch. Oh, extended. An extended scout winch setup with a longer rope. That's what I wanted to hear. Advanced scout. An advanced winch featuring both an extended length and a more powerful motor. So I hope that the trees are more deeply rooted than they were on Mud Runner, because I pulled a lot of trees out of the ground on Mud Runner, and what good is a more powerful winch if the trees just uproot? So I hope the trees are rooted a little deeper on this game. Autonomous Scout, a low strength winch. Well, I'm already not enjoying that. Set up with a dedicated battery unit. Not as powerful as more common variants, but can operate even when the engine is turned off. So if I roll my truck over, I still got a winch. The fact that it's low power might be okay then, because I might need that. Yeah. I know me, and that's probably going to come in handy. A high power Scout. A high power Scout winch, extended motor pull strength. So it's got the power of this one. It's got the power of the Advanced, it seems, but a standard length cable. So I think the Advanced Scout is probably the winch to look for. It takes rank 14 to buy it. Yeah, rank 10 to buy that. And rank 6. So, and this one's already available. So I would say the Advanced Scout is the winch to have if you're really going to get yourself into trouble, which, let's face it, I will. Differential lock. So this truck can have diff lock, like I was discussing that on the last video, that it was running around with open differentials. And I mean, let's face it, for 1989, a Chevrolet coming standard with an open differential is pretty accurate. So G80, you know, limited slip, if you will, didn't become really common as far as a factory equipment on GM vehicles until the 2000s, late 90s, early mid 2000s. So it's unlocked, but we can purchase an engageable diff lock once we've explored Michigan, apparently. Explore Michigan to find this item. Alright. Frame add-ons. A roof rack. That's a nice looking rack. It looks very similar to the one on the F-150 in Mud Runner. Very nice little roof rack. Roof mounted trunk carrying supplies, fuel, and some basic repair tools for increased self-sustainability, but I don't see anything that says how much fuel or how many repair points or anything. So I do see that we can't have it yet. Got to reach rank 14 and we're at rank 2. A small roof rack, wouldn't that cute? That is just a cute little thing. Rank 5 to unlock it. And trunk repair supplies, rank 3. So we can't have additional fuel in this truck until at least rank 3. That's going to limit what I'm willing to do until I can have some spare fuel with me. A small amount of supplies, fuel, and some basic repair tools, but I got to be level 3. I need another 3,000 stars just to get this. Yeah, that's going to very much limit what I'm willing to do if I can't carry additional fuel with me, because I definitely don't want to get too far away from a fuel station if I can't carry fuel. Alright, snorkel, tall mushroom. Alright, that looks like you would see on a deuce and a half. It don't look like what you'd see on a passenger vehicle. Looks like something you'd see on a military deuce and a half or something along that line. But we can buy it right now, $2,300. Maybe it wouldn't be yelling at me every time I drive through water then. Dangerous water, dangerous water. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Tall front facing. Reach level 15. Wow. So I hope the levels are easy to attain, because at level 15 just to get a snorkel, that seems, to me, that seems excessive. So I hope the levels are easy to upgrade. Miscellaneous upgrades. Oh, there we go. Side steps. It says side pipe thresholds, but here in the country we call them Nerf bars. And an angled sun visor. Boy, those were the days. That takes you right back to the 90s right there. That's not been a very popular thing for quite some time. That used to be a very popular option on sport trucks. A slightly different style, but nice. Rear bumper. What do we got? Chrome. I don't think that's going to do us much good off in the mud. Police pursuit bumper. That's an interesting option for an off-road game. Not sure why I'd need a police bumper. And my stock bumper, which... Why is my trailer hitch ball so tall? That's very interesting. Wow, and a little bent. My trailer hitch ball looks more like a shift knob, to be quite honest. That's kind of an interesting little observation. Rooftop. I can put a police light on this thing as well, like a security light, like a security guard. $400. Small parking lights. I can put some 3/4 ton lights on top, like a 3/4 ton or a 1-ton pickup. We'll have roof marker lights. That's nice. Round parking lights. These are some interesting options. Not really my style, but I bet some will very, very much enjoy them. It's kind of funny. External horns. I wonder if they get louder. They look like air horns, so I wonder if the honk gets louder with those. Oh, beacons and fog lights. Now we got like some Walker Texas Ranger truck going on here. And there we go. That's more my style. The only thing I would say should be different is it's a pickup. It should have a proper roll bar in the bed. It shouldn't have a roof mounted light bar like an SUV. It really should have a proper roll bar mounted in the bed like a pickup. Front bumper. There we go. Toe loop. Hey, I can buy that too. $500 and it's available. Nice. I like that. It's got the winch mount on the front, fog lights, recovery points, brush guard. That's a heavy duty bumper. That's a farm bumper there. A heavy duty pipe bumper, which is seemingly much less heavy duty than the other one. The non-heavy duty bumper seems to be a much more heavy duty variant than the heavy duty bumper. Axle protecting. Oh, look at that. It's got kind of a skid system. I would say skid plate, but it's more like bars or runners. It's got like a little skid system that goes under the truck to protect your front differential from damage and most likely your oil pan and such. Speaking of which, look at this suspension. That is a proper suspension right there. I see the tie rods, they're proper. The CV axles, the shock mounting locations are right about on the money. The control arms look right. Can I see upper control arms in here? I can't zoom in, but I see upper control arms through the fender well. The shock mounting point in the top. Boy, the suspension on these trucks is actually really proper. Like, they've put a lot of effort into this. Oh, the chrome fang bumper. Boy, oh boy, were those sought after for a while. The little pushers, little push bars on the bumpers. Then my stock bumper. Man, oh man. Rims. Change rims. Oh man. Alright. Interesting. Color. There we go. I remember that this was an option. I was excited when they posted. So let's just browse through the colors here. Red. Kind of a crimson red. Kind of a bright orangey red there. Ooh, there we go. Brown. Kind of a burnt orange, I guess. Orange. Yellow truck. Is that yellow or would you call that lime? Is that lemon or lime? What do you think? From here it looks lemon. Over here in the shadow I thought it looked a little lime, but I'm going to go with lemon. I think that's bright lemon. Got some light tan. I actually have an S10 this color. I might have to pick this color based on that. Sorry, I skipped this green. I don't like green much, and this like putrid greenish brownish baby puke color did not catch my attention very well. So there we go. There's some neon green. Now I see the forest green is okay. I'm not a green fan still yet, but the forest green is I could live with that. And the what, a pastel green, I guess you could call it. I could go with pastel. Ooh, I like that. That's a pretty nice little teal color. Kind of a lighter version of that. More of a pastel version, I guess. Alright, I like it. Oh, that's a bright blue and a medium blue. And that almost looks like that. It's just more of a bluish version of it, I guess. Alright. Dark blue. Oh man, oh man. Now I'm torn. I am torn. Because my 1990 model GMC pickup is this color. So now I'm torn between the tan of my S10 and the purple of my GMC. I am definitely torn. I think I'm going to have to go purple though. I'm going to look at the rest of the colors before I decide. Pink. Oh, we got pink too. So now we got a interesting little fun truck. Let me know what you guys think. You want me to have a pink vehicle? I think I'm going to skip it on this one. But I think the pink might be kind of funny to put on something and go four-wheeling. Black, gray, white, plain simple. I believe that looks a lot like the color we already had, the blue with white, with a white two-tone. I think this was the color we're already running, but it doesn't have any indicator that we are. Oh, there we go, two-tone brown over brown. I actually had an extended cab this color combination, a wide bed, short wide bed extended cab that was this color combination back in the day. So that's pretty nice. That's kind of cool to see things that remind you of the trucks you've had. Red over white, I like that. Reverse version of this essentially, so that's kind of cool. And a forest green with silver side, with a silver two-tone, and that, or white two-tone I guess. It's just dirty white, made me think silver, but it's white. Ooh, well, that's the last one. I like the colors. But guys, I'm sorry, just because it reminds me so much of my truck, I've got to go with the purple, guys. What do you guys think? We don't have much money, but I think I want to go with these 31-inch all-terrains because the truck worries me a little bit. If the tires that are on it say they're horrible for mud, worries me a little bit. So even though we don't have a suspension lift to get any proper tires, I think I'm going to get these 31-inch mud tires on this truck. And that's probably, out of the things I saw, that's probably about all I want to buy. What do you guys think? Should we go with a front bumper? I'm not going to for now. I kind of like the way that one looks. It kind of fits the look of the truck better. But that one is clearly much more heavy duty. Can't have this one until I'm level 4. I can have this one now. So, tell me what you guys think. I'm not going to put any bumper on it for now. If anybody comments and tells me what they think bumper-wise I should put on there, I'll consider it. And the light bar that I want, you got to be level 9. And there was nothing else that really piqued my interest. So we got different wheels now that we have bigger tire or all-terrain tires. We have bigger, different wheels now. We have what would have been a factory option on a early 90s to late 80s K-Series pickup, so that's kind of cool. And then we have this optional wheel that I like it, but I think I'm gonna retain the wheels that are on it. So the truck store. Maybe we'll, you know what, this video's long enough. I think I'm going to cut this video off right here. And I think maybe we'll save the truck store for the next video. What do you guys think? Tell me what you want to see in the comments. Tell me what you want to see me do next. If you want to see a certain color on my next vehicle or a certain upgrade, or if you want to see me attack a certain task, let me know what you want to see and I'll try to make that happen. Until next time, guys. Later.